Hello fellow queens and welcome back to my channel. Today we're filming a winter empties. I realize we're like weeks into spring and I still have a pile of trash I haven't talked to you guys about. So let's get into it. This is gonna be beverages, beauty, hygiene. My name is Isadora. I do a lot of like beauty and fashion content if you're into stuff like that. Like, comment, subscribe, baby girl, and let's get into it. Grab your coffee. I think this might be a little bit long. Yeah, boy. All right. So first thing, we have this herbal essences, lavanda y aceite de almendra shampoo. That's just lavender and almond oil. Now, this is a shampoo, but like it smells like nothing. It's not particularly like anything, you know. They're like, oh, this is aroma con notas de lavanda, cítricos y sándalo, which means like lavender, citrus, and sandalwood. Soap. Did the job though, but would not repurchase. Next up, we have this is coffee from a Café Revolución in Tepoztlán, which is like a hippie like tourist town in Morelos in like the center roughly of Mexico. I like this on the front. They have Manuel Zapata. He was one of like the biggest figures like of the Mexican Revolution that like led to like an independent Mexico. He was on this like logo, you can't tell, but he was hot as fuck. Bro had incredible cheekbones. And I've heard rumors that he was bisexual, but I'm not a historian, so I can't really speak to that. But like, I don't know, I feel like most people are kind of bisexual. We just like pretend people aren't, you know, because society. But anyway, maybe that's just what I think because I'm bisexual. Let me know, like, do you agree with me or not? Do you think almost everyone is like a little bit bisexual and we just like pretend it's not like that? Do you think I'm insane? Anyway, this was fire coffee. They told me it was a blend from Chiapas and Veracruz. These are states in Mexico, like very well known for like their coffee. So I really liked this, but it's gone now and I miss it. Next up, we have now this is from OGX. This is their Damage Remedy Coconut Miracle Oil hair mask. I've used this as a hair mask before I shower, and I've used it as a little bit of like a leave-in treatment. I think their oil, the one that like Abby Young totally like sent into the stratosphere of like viral fame, you know, I think that works infinitely better than this, but this has that like coconut and like tiare scent that's really nice. It took me a long ass time to get through this, mostly because for many months my hair was completely shaved down the sides and I've been growing it out. So I've been using more and more hair products as I like try and grow out my hair. I want to have long red hair down to like my nipples. And I got big naturals, so they hang down to the ground. So that's a personal challenge. All right, here we have an empty of the prequel Universal Skin Solution Dermal Spray for face and body. I love this. I love one. I just love like the tactile experience of having like a spray of some kind in my skincare routine. I think this is really nice when my skin is like irritated as well. So I'm actually, I had a backup of this already on deck that I'm using now. I wouldn't say this is something that I would repurchase infinitely, but I do really like it. I do recommend Prequel in general, and I love the tactile experience of having like some kind of spray in my routine. What else? Okay, yeah, so this is a smaller bag of coffee. Now, this is actually one of my friends. She went on a trip to Oaxaca and she was dating a woman who like got really weird with her. So she actually bought her coffee as a gift while she was on like the trip, but like they fell out, shit didn't work out, and she gave me the coffee from Oaxaca. So this was just a little guy. I went totally through this. This was a delicious coffee. So this is the Finca Chilean Paranaima Black Honey Coffee. They even say like the producer and like the elevation it was created on it. The producer is Enrique Lopez Aguilar, and the elevation was like between 1,580 meters and 1,780 meters. So they say the notes in this are limón rosado, bergamota, maracuya, zarzamora, manzana roja, y durazno. So that would be like pink lemon, bergamot, maracuya. I don't know what maracuya is in English. I don't know if we have like a direct translation of the fruit because it is a tropical fruit. There's like a lot of stuff like that where like there is not like direct translations because they're not commonly found. Things like zapote and like other tropical fruits. Then there's zarzamora, which is blackberry, manzana roja, which would be like red apple, and durazno, which is peach. But it's interesting. I think in Spain they call a peach melocotón, but in Mexico, maybe other parts of Latin America as well, it's different, man. Like it's hard to keep track of like, especially the Chileans. Like, brother, what are y'all? What is that? What are y'all doing? I'm just kidding. Like, I want to go to Chile. I'm not kidding. The, like, Chilean lexicon is, like, fascinating. Like, it almost kind of reminds me of, like, Darija, which is, like, Moroccan Arabic, where, like, experts will debate if Moroccan Arabic is Arabic or not. Like, again, I'm not a linguist, but, like, I like, honestly, like, Moroccan Arabic's cool as fuck. So, like, I'm not saying that, like, Darija or, like, Chilean Spanish are bad. They're just, like, so different that, like, I kind of wonder if, like, they've diverged so much from, like, their root languages that it's, like, the same. Anyway, never mind. This coffee was nice. So here we have the L'Oreal Paris Acondicionador Protector de Brillo. So this came with, if y'all been with me for a while, you know I used to have blue hair. This was the conditioner that came with, like, the blue hair dye. But, like, I don't use conditioner all the time. It kind of depends on, like, what hair texture I feel like having. Especially with short hair, when I don't use conditioner, it stands up way more and I don't need to use any product. So it took me a long time to even go through this. Sorry. Full transparency, yesterday was Sunday. I slept until 4:30 in the afternoon. Then I ordered a pepperoni pizza. And I've been burping up pepperoni pizza. Like, this morning I started my day at the gym and, like, the wild pepperoni farts I was having on the treadmill, I was like, maybe I am one of the boys. Like, shit. Anyway, yeah, I love these. Now, I heard L'Oreal tried to make, like, because people were like, oh, like, the conditioners in your hair dyes are incredible. Please make, like, freestanding, like, hair dye conditioners. And I heard they did that, but they aren't that good. So the box conditioner still remains supreme, I suppose. All right, next up. I got the Mega, when I was going through, like, a mad depressive episode last year, I didn't even have the energy to, like, make coffee, so I got a shit ton of, this is, like, the bulk Nescafe Classico. This is from Costco, okay? It took me, like, a year to go through this entire thing, but, the thing is, like, by the end, I genuinely found Nescafe disgusting and could no longer stomach it. So, I can't wait to throw this out. Like, I literally hate this now. But, it was really good when I was sad as fuck. Wait, let's put this, can you see that? No, cool. I'm just, like, piling stuff on my table. Ignore that pile. That's, clean, like, towels, like, for my house that I need to organize that I haven't yet. All right, next up, we have the Native Deodorant in Eucalyptus and Mint. I love how this smells. Now, again, I would say, like, I know people talk about there's, like, mixed results of natural deodorants. A lot of people say they do absolutely nothing for them. I find that if I'm having, like, a pretty chill, like, low-impact day, or I'm not, like, exercising or, like, taking public transportation for hours across a city or something, like, this works fine for me. But, like, when it gets really hot out or if I'm doing heavy activity, I need, like, a real deodorant, you know? But I like the Natives. I do a lot of, like, computer work, so, like, my life isn't that hard. So, like, this is perfect for me a lot of the time. And the Eucalyptus and Mint especially smells incredible. Like, I was so sad when I ran out of this. Like, okay. Here we have, these are just some Q-tips that I used up. They're from the Zoom brand. I use a lot of Q-tips to like do my makeup. Like, I think maybe you're not supposed to use Q-tips if you're like good at makeup, but I'm not that good, so I don't worry about it. Here, I used up an entire little thing of mint. I use this in like tea blends that I make myself and in my cooking. So it is beverage related. Here we have the Nivea UV Super Moist 50 UV Gel. I believe this is a Japanese SPF. I really did not like this. I couldn't put it on my face, so I use this mostly on like my arms and my neck and my chest. Like, this just like, I believe this smells like straight alcohol. Yeah, like this just, I find that with a lot of Japanese SPFs actually. Like, I don't know if it's because there tends to be more like seasonal moisture and humidity and like heat and different things in Japan, and more alcohol-based sunscreens like might stick better to your skin than other things. But like, I think most of the Japanese SPFs I've tried, I'm like, this just smells like pure alcohol. Like, it stung my eyes, so I would not recommend this if you have like sensitive eyes like I do. I don't know why. I thought I had like no empties, and I was like, oh, I'll just keep putting it off until like I have enough. I have like this whole grocery bag. This is like an entire Dutch grocery bag. I don't know. Here we have another SPF. This is one of my staples. This is the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Ricin Probiotics SPF 50+, PA4 pluses. This is like one of my favorite K-Beauty sunscreens. It's just like so gentle, so soothing, so hydrating. Like, I feel like I tend to prefer like a more like gel-like and less liquidy texture, but that's like purely a preference, like a personal preference thing, and has like nothing to do with like the quality of the product. I really see why this went viral because it's incredible. I think I always have one in my empties. All right, here we have a little sample of Vanille 44 from Le Labo. Again, I think I was one of like the original followers of like Hannah Louise Poston. I think I was following her like before she had like 5,000 subs or something like that. And she used to talk about Vanille 44 from Le Labo all the time as like this mystical, beautiful vanilla. So I got a sample of it and was kind of disappointed that like it is just like a nice vanilla, but like so are a lot of other perfumes. But again, skin chemistry has a lot to do with how scents like smell on you. So again, like if I say like an influencer recommended this to me and I don't feel the same way that they felt about it, I'm not saying that they're like lying or they scammed me or something. Like, especially fragrance is so deeply personal. Like, there's probably a lot of things that I really like that like other people don't like, you know? But yeah, I don't get like, maybe it's just like the way my like nose is. I don't know. I did not pick up anything particularly special from Vanille 44. And I'm not gonna buy a bigger one or anything. I don't feel like I need it and I won't miss it. Next up, we have an empty of Jordan Skinny Mixes, the chai, naturally flavored chai syrup. This is like 0 calorie, 0 sugar. Now, it takes me about like 6 months to a year to go through one of these bottles. They say that you need like 2 tablespoons in a serving. If you put 2 tablespoons of this in a drink, you will like, it's so sweet, it like literally hurts you. So like, I'm talking like a dash is all you need. I thought this was okay. It was like mostly just sweet, like a little bit chai-like. Jordan Skinny Mixes, they have a ton of syrups that I actually really, really love. This is not like a repurchase for me, but I kind of just wanted to get through it and like make room for stuff. Like, again, like I didn't really hate it, but I do not think that you need it. This is the Timeless Vitamin C 10% ferulic acid and vitamin E serum. This used to be a huge staple for me, but the last time I used it, I don't know if you saw in some of my shorts where I was talking about like, take my giant ass forehead pimple for a walk. One day I used this and it like mad irritated my skin and it was like red and I had like a huge breakout. I don't know if it's because this is so old that it had expired or because like as I age, like my skin is changing and I'm becoming more sensitive. But I think I might have some backups of this, but like I'm not sure if I would even like use them. This really harmed me. But again, like this was a staple product that I loved for maybe like 8 years. So, I don't know. All right, next up, we got a little baby candle from Flor de Venus. This is like a witchy Mexican candle brand, I believe based in the north of Mexico. Now, this is their Hansel y Gretel candle, and it has a maple, manzana, y vainilla. So that's just like maple, apple, and vanilla. These are like 100% soy candles. I love how this smelled. Like, you can't even like, there's so little left in here, it almost doesn't smell like anything anymore. But this is just like a delicious maple, apple, vanilla-y, like fall scent. I'm a huge candle hoe, and I love Flor de Venus, so. Next up, this is just like plain English black tea from Casa Tassel. This is like a tea house in Roma Norte, which is like, kind of like a bougie neighborhood of Mexico City. It's like, where like, tourists go to get like tacos that are 300 pesos a piece. Damn, the pepperoni fighting back. Help. Oh, God. Anyway. Yeah, I mostly used this when I was babysitting my friend's kombucha. But now somebody else is babysitting his kombucha. So I think I used like 98% of this up, like feeding the boy. The boy was the kombucha starter. I don't even remember what it's called anymore. I haven't been watching the kombucha in like a very long time. But yeah, this was just some nice English black tea. I love tea. I love coffee. I love it all, you know? Here we got a second deodorant. Now this is the citrus and herbal musk deodorant from Native. I found this as efficacious as the other one, which is to say, like, if you're doing computer work all day and like it's not that hot and you're not struggling that much, this is a good deodorant for you. But I would say the citrus and herbal musk scent is like okay. But eucalyptus and mint, like all the way forever. All right, here we have a little one. This is a tiny Aven Sickle Fate Plus repairing protective cream. This has saved my life whenever I have any kind of skin irritation. Like, oh my God, like this feels like a cold drink of water on your skin. Like if you have sensitive skin and you're prone to like rashes or like shit just makes your skin angry. Like I feel like my neck has gotten like very sensitive over the last year or so. Anytime my neck is like a little bit bitchy, slap this on here. I now have a big boy. I put this all over my neck last night. Like I think this is one of like the most effective like skin soothing and healing products that exists. Here's a mouse I broke, RIP. In Topazland, I had like a ton of tech issues and I ended up needing to buy an external mouse. So I got, at the computer repair shop I went to, the guy hooked me up with this mouse for 100 pesos. But like, even before this broke, like, something always rattles around in there. Like, it's never been quite right. But yeah, this finally fell and cracked and like, you can't click with it anymore. So I replaced it. So RIP Queen, thank you for your service. Next up, we have the Innisfree Noceba Mineral Powder. Like, I had some issues with this just because, like, so I ended up at one point, you couldn't get any more product out of there. I don't know if you can see, like, the holes are kind of, like, small and weird. A lot doesn't come out of there. So I ended up ripping this part out and dumping the rest out so I could use it. I feel like this is kind of like an absurdly small product. Like, for reference, I'm like a chubby woman, but I'm like 5'7", so I'm not like egregiously tall. I don't have giant hands. Like, I feel like this is the size of like a US like travel sized makeup product. Like, I mean, this is all right. I feel like, again, like if you're doing like very like harsh, like hiking, like hardcore stuff, if you want something to like set your sunscreen so it doesn't run into your eyes, this is not gonna really last you through like very intense shit. but like it looks pretty nice on the skin. It never made me look dry or crusty or anything like that. So this is okay. I would say maybe if you're like super, they say it's like a no sebum powder, but like I feel like if you're super oily, this might not hook it up for you. I'm normal to dry skin, and I could definitely see like by the end of the day, like my sunscreen would kind of eat through this. So, you know, not horrible, but like not great either. Like if I buy something, I try and pan almost everything I buy unless it's like harmful, you know? Here we have a really classic like Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. I found this so difficult to wash off, and like it doesn't even say this. Oh, it does say it's like waterproof. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, this is literally impossible to wash off. Like there's times, so I remember when I first started using this, I was using the Tear Cleansing Balm. Couldn't take this off. I was like, okay, maybe the Tear Cleansing Balm just sucks. Switched, ran out of that, started using the e.l.f. Cleansing Balm. Couldn't take this off either. Like, this is the kind of thing where, like, I'd find pieces of it in my lashes for, like, 2 days afterwards. Like, almost no matter how hard I scrubbed or no matter what I used to get rid of it. So, yeah, I don't require a mascara like that. This kind of sucked. So, I had this for about, like, 5 months, and, I usually retire mascaras every 6 months, and I have 2 other ones on deck that I like better. So I was like, we can pass this along. Like, she's had her time. Next up, we have an empty of my favorite SPF of all time ever created by any company. This is the COSRX Aloe Soothing Sunscreen SPF 50 PA3 Pluses. This is the most soothing, beautiful, ideal texture, lasts beautifully on the skin, makes you feel incredibly hydrated. Every morning, I do a one-step skincare routine, which is just a hydrating SPF. This is my ideal product for that. Like, every COSRX product I've ever tried, I loved. I love COSRX. I don't know why their shit doesn't go viral. Like, this is everything you need to be happy, okay? Like, for me, any SPF I wear, I set it with powder just because I don't want it to run into my eyes as I sweat and do stuff. I find this works with almost every powder I've ever tried, except this one. But I feel like with the no sebum, like, many different sunscreens I would use would kind of peek through, or like I'd look kind of like moist and sweaty. So I blame the Innisfree No Sebum powder. This is goated as fuck. I've been using this for like years. I'm gonna use this until I die. Bury me with this. I think we are almost done, queens. Oh, cool, found 10 pesos. I'm rich. Here we have Lemon Tart from Theodoros Kalatinas. I think this came out around the time of like Acro Bake, when like a lot of people were dropping like lemon tart-esque scents. I think this is alright, but it has almost no lemon in it. This is like pure like the crust of a tart and like a very brief but like delicious lemon opening. But I don't want to smell straight up like an edible like galette or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna buy more of this, and I wouldn't really recommend it. I think you have infinitely better options in terms of like lemon scented things. Like Kayali has like a lemon capri scent that's really nice. Like lots of brands have like delicious citruses. Like Fleur has Tangerine Boy, which is like fucking delicious. Like you can find a lot of like very fresh. I feel like a lot of the scents from the Mexican perfume brand Perfumerica, they tend to be like very heavily in like the citrus family. So like you don't need to like go out of your way to get like a scent called Lemon Tart that only smells like lemon for 9 seconds. And the last thing we have in here, this is a big achievement, okay? This is a complete empty of the Kosas Cloud Set powder in Airy, okay? Look how much I panned, all right? Like that's gone. She empty. There is nothing in here. Now, the Kosas Cloud Set powder has to be one of the best powders I've ever used in my life in terms of like how it makes your skin look. I think like for filming and photography, this makes you look genuinely beautiful. This is one of the only powders I've ever, like, I swear, like, at least half of the time when I wore this, somebody would come up to me and be like, your skin looks beautiful. Once, like, I'm in a writing group and I'm working on, like, a vampire novel that I hope to publish. And like they were like, it makes sense because you like look like a vampire. Like I'm about to be 34, so like people be walking up to me, like I swear, like usually like I don't get hit on that often because I'm like taller and like fatter than a lot of men. But usually when men try and pick me up in public, they're like 22 and they think that like I'm in my 20s also. So like, and I think it's this purely. Also, drinking the blood of children in the evening, but mostly this. I'll miss her. Like, I was thinking about buying more in the Sephora sale, but I already have so many powders on deck, and like, this is kind of more expensive than all of them. So, R.I.P. Queen, salud, slancha. I don't know, is that how you say that? Somebody's gonna beat my ass. Oh man, I wish like an angry Irish lesbian would beat my ass. Like, call me. Anyway. Oh god, the pepperoni farts. Anyway, that was all of my winter empties. For some reason, even though I literally had two... They're attacking me, sorry. Even though I literally had more garbage, I kept like gaslighting myself into thinking I didn't have enough for an empties video, but that was not true. My phone is about to die, so I gotta go. But it's been almost 30 minutes. But thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.